Movie reviews. I am your host for today, Jeremiah the Revelist. Today's a new day, a new review. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy for movie reviews. And today I'm going to be reviewing Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. So Furiosa, Mad Max Saga is a prequel to Mad Max Fury Road, where you got young Furiosa. She's on her quest of revenge for the death of her mother, and also she's trying to find her way back home. So when I heard about this idea that they were going to do a Furiosa origin film, I was like, yes, because I'm a big fan of the Mad Max franchise. I'm a huge fan of Mad Max Fury Road, and I really love the Furiosa character. And when I heard they were going to bring in Anya Taylor-Joy to play young Furiosa, I was like, yes, because I do love her acting. She's an amazing actress. So I go into this movie, and what do I think about it? I gotta say, I didn't like this movie that much. It was okay. I enjoyed it somewhat, but it was not my favorite Mad Max. And I will go into more of that details later, but let's get on to the stuff I did enjoy about it. So, first off, I did like how they started off. You got young Furiosa, she's on her journey. Her mother dies, and then they show her backstory, which I did find that very intriguing. And then I really did like the world building, all the different factions of the wasteland and who controls what. I thought that was a very interesting concept, just like how Fury Road was. And then you got the action sequence. They're so gritty, so fun, so crazy, just like your previous Mad Max films. And I really did like freaking Chris Hemsworth, the villain, Dementus. Oh my God, he did a great job. He made me laugh at times, but in like a crazy way. Like, he wasn't goofy, he was just like nuts. And I like the fact that he acted like a Roman, like a Roman emperor. Like, he had a chariot of motorcycles, and he's on his chariot, like driving those motorcycles to where he needs to go. I thought that was freaking funny, and I thought it was freaking awesome at the same time. And I also loved Anya Taylor-Joy as Furiosa when we get her. Like, she is amazing. She doesn't talk much, like how Mad Max normally doesn't really talk much, but she plays a great presence. When you feel, even though she doesn't use words to express herself, she uses motions and just facial expressions. It really draws it out really well. So, now you see that I'm saying a lot of good things, but this is where the movie crashed for me. And I gotta say, it crashed in the first hour of the movie. I really find this movie to be dragged a lot through the first hour of the movie. And I really wish they would have cut a half hour, at least a half hour of this movie, and cut it up the first hour perfect, made it like 40 minutes shorter, and I think this movie would have been perfect. And what I mean by that is, when you start the journey with Furiosa as a little girl, it's very interesting, the characters and who is Furiosa and what clan she's a part of and what happens to her mother and what happens to her throughout the years. That was very interesting. But the only problem is they focus on her way too much. You don't get Anya Taylor-Joy in the movie until an hour later in the film. And that, to me, really bumped out this movie for me very much, because I was like waiting to see Anya Taylor-Joy, when she's gonna pop up, and I feel like it took too long to get to that point. And don't get me wrong, the actress that played the little girl for Furiosa did an amazing job. It's just the way they filmed it. It was just, they dragged too many scenes too much. So I go, and but when it hits the last hour and a half of the movie, it goes into overdrive. It goes crazy. The story goes crazy, and it does get interesting. Now, in the first part of the movie, we do have great action sequences. We do, but the problem is that it drags a lot too much, where when you get to those action sequences, for me, they just don't hit as hard until you hit the last hour and a half of the film. So I really thought like I heard them talking about how they is a loose story but crazy action. I feel like if you were gonna do an origin story, you would have made the origins of Furiosa as a little girl like a half hour to 40 minutes, and then the rest of it is Ani Taylor-Joy whipping ass, going crazy, going through her journey. I think that would have been a lot better film for me. On the other hand, I really believe that. So, what do I rate this movie? Is it a love? Is it a hate? Or is it something in between? I'm sorry to say this. I'm gonna have to give it a wait for it to comes out on streaming. Yeah, but if you're a big fan of the Mad Max movies, I advise you go check it out. I mean, you may have fun with it. You may think I'm crazy and I don't know what you saw, Jay. Like you may think that. I don't know. To me, it didn't really hit like how the others did. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you think different from me. Hey, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Or if you weren't into watching this film, if you didn't care about watching this film, I advise you just skip it. Or just wait for it to come out on streaming when you have nothing to do. I mean, that's how I feel about the film. Is it necessary to have this movie? Yeah, I believe it's necessary. It did fit with the Fury Road formula very well, but it was okay for me. Yeah, it was okay. So, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you thought about Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Let me know in the comment section. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or something in between? Let me know. And also let me know, what is your favorite Mad Max movie of the franchise? Let me know in the comment section below. And also, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and also YouTube at Hated and Love It Movie Reviews. You can also find me on Kapawi, the pop culture movie blog, where you get all your reviews on video games, artwork, comics, movie reviews, theme park news, and all that fun stuff. So just click on the description below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to get 500 subscribers. Please help a boy out. I would love to thank everyone, my new and old subscribers. Thank you so much. And also, if you want to know how I rate my movies, just click on the description below. It tells you in detail on how I rate my films. And also, make sure you click on my videos. I try to do a video every week. So make sure you do that. Make sure you subscribe. And thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.